You know what they say, all good things must come to an end. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you can tell from the title of this video that we have some pretty big Jedi news in the Fallen Order Cal Kestis series. So recently, a couple of articles came out that EA has confirmed that Jedi III will officially be the final game in the series and will conclude Cal Kestis and the Mantis crew's story. Here's an article and here's a few quotes from the EA director, or the president of EA, my bad, Laura Miele. I'm sorry if I just butchered her name, but anyway, she said, "We have delivered some of the highest quality and best-selling Star Wars games of all time, with over 5 billion in net bookings. This impressive track record includes, of course, Star Wars Jedi games where over 40 million Star Wars fans have connected with Cal Kestis and his arc of becoming a powerful Jedi. Respawn is working hard to bring the final chapter of this thrilling story to players." I'm sorry, I was a little flabbergasted where they said 40 million players. I am one of that 40 million, my lord. As you can tell, being a major Cal Kestis fan, I did expect the third game to be the final one, and I did know for a fact that Cal's story was concluding with this final game, which breaks my heart to even say it. Just like many of you, I'm sure you're wondering, what does this mean if it's the end of Cal Kestis? Is he going to die? No. And to those of you who think that, just no, it's not going to happen. I refuse to accept it. I have been covering this game for quite a while on my channel, and if you feel...
What the Misa saying?
What I meant to say was I have been covering this video game franchise on my channel for quite a while now, and I will continue to keep covering it as Jedi III continues and more announcements drop. If you guys haven't been following or keeping up with some of the news, the main director, Stig Asmussen, left Respawn Entertainment and EA to start his own independent company, and a lot of workers and writers have been laid off, but they are hiring a lot of people right now to work on this final game. Hire me, please. I have made a video where I thought a Cal Kestis TV show would happen in the future. I think, depending how this story ends, it might be a big possibility that Cal could have his own independent thing. But realistically, from the looks of it, it sounds like that they just want to keep this strictly to the video game world. I am not giving up hope. I am going to continue to be delusional until I am sitting right here playing the third game and I get my answer with the ending. As for theories and ideas where I think I could see the third game go, there's honestly so many. It's like, I think it's going to go one way and then I think it's going to go another, but I guess for a base, and I'm sorry if you haven't beaten Jedi Survivor at this rate, I'm sorry, the game's been out for a year. Spoilers. Cal obviously is going to be struggling with the dark side. It's just going to be him, Grease, Kata, and Marin on Tanalorr now, trying to gather forces who are just tired of the Empire, and I don't know where they'll be traveling in the galaxy or what kind of enemies Cal is going to be dealing with, but I think Cal is going to take Kata under his wing and kind of train her, since she's possibly a Force-sensitive user. I do think more characters are going to die, and for me to predict and guess, it's definitely going to be Grease, and I am not ready for that. BD1 is not going anywhere. I will lose it if anything happens to that droid. All I want is my Mantis crew to have a happy ending, but from the looks of it, it seems like it'll somewhat be a happy ending, but it's going to be extremely bittersweet at the same time. Also, as for a release date, when this game could come out, if I'm going to put some money on it, or credits as you should say, I am going to guess that this game is going to be out by either early 2027 or the holidays of 2027. Video games take a long time to develop, and when Jedi Fallen Order was being developed, it started in 2016 and wasn't completed until 2019. Jedi Survivor started development around 2021 and finished around 2022 and released by 2023. So that was a 2-year time gap, which was pretty quick. So if we're going to estimate for Jedi III, whatever the title will be at the time. Oh, that's also another thing I wanted to predict. I think the title is going to be Jedi Legacy, because it's going to be the legacy that Cal Kestis leaves behind. Getting emotional. Oh man, that's just gonna hit me right in the feels. So realistically, if we're thinking about the time frame of when this game is being developed, last year Cameron Monaghan confirmed that it was already starting the early stages at a Comic-Con in Florida last year, and now they're kind of probably doing this. Well, now they're doing job openings, script writing, all that fun jazz. But it might get delayed a little bit because there is a video game strike now. We went from the actor strike to the video game strike, which was my biggest fear. Fear not, I'm sure they will come to an agreement at some point, but anyway, if we are thinking while the game is being developed in some of the early stages, while the actors aren't there present, I think it could give them a good 2-year time gap, because that's how long it took for Jedi Survivor to be fully completed. This video game franchise has, it's gonna sound so cheesy, but it really has changed my life in such a positive way. And I have connected with so many amazing people and just had so much joy playing these video games, getting to know these characters, just diving into the lore, making my own little fan fiction books because I got a creative spark off of it, and just it's just endless. The rabbit hole goes far. Overall, this video game just grew my love for Star Wars, and I really hope that for future content, they really take this as, hey, we have something, and they take the chance to develop something more with it. If some kind of live action Cal Kestis show or movie was ever to be created down the line, I don't know who I would want to direct it. I know Cameron Monaghan is very protective of that character, and so are the creators at that studio. I mean, I know all of us fans are too, and we just want to see these characters brought to justice. Whatever's next for Cal Kestis and the Mantis crew in this series, you better believe that I will be live streaming it, playing it on my channel, and I cannot wait to see how they wrap his story up. What are your guys' thoughts about Jedi III being the final game in the series? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. That's all for now, my Padawan learners. May the Force be with you, always.